podcast, NautoAce here. So this is gonna be my thoughts on Nintendo's financial report ending at March 2018. Technically, their fiscal year of 2017. So not a lot of new information, like new surprising information. Information they already gave that we what's the word I'm looking for? Not reiterate like what their plans from the second half of 2018 and all the way to 2019. So basically, in this one first, basically I want to start with something that's already it's the elephant of the room. So basically, in this particular fiscal report or meeting, is that both Tatsumi Kirishima, which is the president of Nintendo, and Shuntaro Furukawa, the general manager of the corporate planning department, are basically present for this presentation. So why did I say that? So like I said, it's the elephant in the room. Is the shocker to some extent is that let me just fix this a bit, there you go, is that Shuntaro Furukawa will be the new president and Kirishima will be stepping down. So a lot of people are worried about this. Some are like, oh good, so finally a new management. Okay, first of all, my opinion about Tatsumi Kirishima as president, I think he did a good job. It's all about business, understanding the business, understanding also the times. So that was pretty good. Except for the amiibo, again, I'm not gonna let that go. I'm sorry. Especially the wave 2 with the Twilight Princess. I know I keep saying it. There was a problem there, but like I said, there was some production, I guess, problem because they're also doing the Splatoon 2 and the final wave for the Super Smash Brothers. So that's what I'm saying. So by the end of June, Tatsumi Kirishima is going to be stepping down and the new president is going to be Shuntaro Furukawa. That's why those two people are there. So apparently, it kind of makes sense, really. It kind of makes sense, even in my opinion, it kind of makes sense that Kirishima was an interim president. A lot of people said it, so I can agree with it. He was only there to maintain Nintendo until they find the right person to run it in long term. Kirishima is 65 when he was basically appointed. Now, 3 years later, he's 68. Well, he's getting old, and most people retire between 65 to 70, or they rather have a more relaxing job than being tense, being in charge of the whole company. Some people could do it, some people don't. Kirishima basically said, hey, I've been here for long, time for me to step down. So that's a key word, step down. So he's always fired, he's retiring. Well, what the people were saying, the translation is that he will be retiring as the president of Nintendo. Starting in June, he will act as an advisor to Shuntaro Furukawa. He's going to be an executive advisor for him to help him what to do. So now, let's just move down and let's show you. There you go, the guy on the left, that's Furukawa. So one thing about this guy is good, a lot of people are happy. He is young. He is 46 years old. But then when you say, wait a minute, not way. Satoru Iwata in 2001? I don't really remember. 2000? I think 2000, I could be wrong. 2000, between 1999 to 2001, Satoru Iwata was 42 when he was president of Nintendo. True. At a time in 2001, or let's just say 1999, I was 19 years old. I'm barely starting college when Satoru Iwata, the late Satoru Iwata, God bless his soul, became president of Nintendo, and he was 42. I was 18 there. Now let's move ahead to 2018. Furukawa is 46. Okay, fine. Now I'm 38. So that kind of hint there. So to some extent, maybe 8 years, we may be 8 years apart, but to some extent, we're in the same generation. Why did I say that? It's because he is young, that's a good thing. And like I said, Adam did say this a long time ago that Iwata should step down and hire somebody who's young, who can keep up with the current culture of the gaming generation, of the gaming situation. The problem with a lot of people, why some people don't really agree with Iwata anymore being president, because again, I'm not insulting the guy. I have respect for Iwata. Heck, I did a tribute to him. However, his belief, his direction is very out of touch. Internet's not important. We're going to the blue ocean strategy. Let's not compete with the other company because we're not doing good. We're doing our own thing. Let's introduce touch generation. Let's focus on the casual, the different market that fortunately left them when mobile games appeared, when the iPhone, smartphones, Android, they come in. So that's the reason. Now with Furukawa, it's a little bit different, and let me explain. A lot of people already explained it, so I'm going to try going in detail with this. So I like this article from US Game. Basically, 6 things about Furukawa. 1, he basically said, Furukawa is young, but already has a great deal of experience with Nintendo behind him. Why they say that? Why people believe that? In 1994, that's when he started at Nintendo. He started at Nintendo in 1994. Already there, he's been there for a long time. Alright, so we're going to move down. First, 6 things about him, and that's what the article is called. And that's kind of important why I kind of agree with it. First, Mr. Furukawa is quite young. Again, why is that a big deal as of right now? Because you need somebody young who knows the current, like I said before, current generation, to understand what's going on worldwide and that knows what's going on. He can't be out of touch. So again, he was young. Iwata maybe 42, but again, at the same time, it's not really my generation. Furukawa to some extent is my generation, so he's young. Number 2, like I said before, he worked at Nintendo since 1994. Excuse me. So Furukawa has been Nintendo insider for a long time. However, his background tends more towards marketing than programming. So that's the difference also between Furukawa and Iwata. Iwata was a game, well, not really game designer, game programmer, computer science. So again, they got their own skill. Furukawa is mostly marketing. So there you can understand like how to market products. He's been outside director of Pokemon Company since 2012. Yes, he did work at Pokemon Company to the present day, and he currently is in charge of Nintendo Global Marketing Department. Again, there you go. Marketing. That's the key word. Marketing. He knows to market stuff. That sounds familiar? Regis Fils-Aimé. There's the reason why he became the CEO of Nintendo of America. By the way, before him, guess who it was? Kinishima. So, kind of hint there. So, here's a little kind of picture here, and what the deal with this one is. I'll click it to make it big. And the deal with this one is from the Switch eShop. Furukawa was involved with it. So, again, there you go. Make it easy to use. It's not convoluted like the Wii U. Heck, even the 3DS. Alright, so moving from there is he was involved in the marketing for the Nintendo Switch. There you go. What was the biggest problem with the Wii U and why it kind of failed? Megasex once said this. A lot of people said it. Their marketing was horrible. It did not make sense what the Wii U was. People thought it wasn't a revamped Wii and the gamepad was the Wii U to attach it to the Wii. As a guy who followed Nintendo, when I saw that in E3 2011, I said, oh shit, man, are you serious? Excuse the language. Really? That's what the Wii U is? Oh no, there's a console. So, you kind of see the idea of the problem there. See, he was involved with the marketing for the Nintendo Switch, and again, the message was easy. What was the Switch? Not only is a console game, it's a little bit updated to the Wii U, but you can pull out in the dock. You can play your Switch anywhere. You can play your Switch in the living room. You can play it in school, which you probably shouldn't. Work when you're in your break. In the park when you're walking your dog. With your family because you don't want to hang around your family. Or the best part is while taking a shit. Excuse the language, but you know everybody likes to do that. Do you want to play their Switch while they taking a shit? Imagine, you're gonna play Legend of Zelda. Okay, hold on. Okay, enough joke, but you get the idea what I'm trying to say. Gamers' biggest dream, biggest wish, able to play console experience game anywhere. Wii U was supposed to do it, but unfortunately, it kind of failed, and yeah, you know what happened there. So again, like I said, him being the marketing in the Switch, very good, very good. And then he worked for 10 years in Germany and is fluent in English. Is that a big deal? To some extent, it's a plus. Why? Iwata also knows how to speak English. Maybe a bit of broken English, but he knows how to speak English. And a lot of these Japanese do understand the language. They just, most of them don't really speak the language. But to some extent, some of them knows how to speak. Iwata speaks English. Yes, maybe not that good. No offense to Mr. Iwata, but at least he can. The point why is, so this person can basically talk not only in Japan but anywhere else. So when they say, hey, what's going on with the business, he can probably talk about it. He can talk about it with anyone, so anybody can understand. One language, universal language, English. Yes, there you go. So I want to read this. Article here, or this passage. Furukawa worked for a decade, 10 years in Europe, and like Iwata, he's fluent in English. So, like I said, Iwata knows how to speak English, but again, subjective there. I told Goyal, an analyst who works at Jeffrey Group and knows Furukawa personally, told Bloomberg, he is fluent in English. He may be a perfect person to fill in the communication gap that exists between Nintendo's and investors. So technically, if investors to America, to Europe, when English is a universal language, he can do it. He may also be the person to fill Iwata's hosting duty for Nintendo Direct presentation if the role can be filled at all. Okay, that anybody can do it. Kazumi is doing it. He's doing a good job. He doesn't need to speak English. Just have some guy sub, Heck, why not just have a YouTuber do it too? So it doesn't have to be somebody from Nintendo, man. Why not put in Boogie298, Mouse923? Heck, Big Al 2K6, okay. You get the idea what I'm trying to say there. Alright, so, and of course, the funny thing is, his favorite game right now is Golf Story. I don't know who developed it. I don't know if it's an American or a Japanese, but he loves Golf Story, and which is, if you don't know what that is, it's a revamp playing Mario Golf the RPG style for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. Golf Story is good. I have not get it. I'll eventually get it in the long run. Just a lot of games, like I said before. So moving on from that one is, he grew up playing Famicom games and he appeared determined to bring fresh ideas and new vision to Nintendo. That is the biggest importance there. He grew up playing the Famicom game. This is why I said he's good as of 2018. He's 46. I'm 38. I grew up playing the Famicom, the Nintendo. The reason I like playing video games was the Famicom. It wasn't the Atari because I was too young. When I was about 5, 6, or 7, I think, I can't even remember, I was introduced by my old man, the Famicom. My grandpa from my old man's side works at Nintendo International. Again, believe me or not, I don't care, but it is what it is. The bottom line there is that he understands the current situation of gaming. That's what Adam was saying. Okay, better yet, he's probably the same age as Adam Sessler. There you go. So he grew up playing the Famicom, so he understands. So he's basically my generation, probably Big Al, Megas, Alex, in my circle, my friends, were in the same circle that grew up playing Nintendo. So I like to quote this one, what he said. I grew up playing the Famicom and come from that generation. There you go. That's a very key word. Because, again, then he understands what the concept of video game is. For a while, Nintendo kind of lost it. It's like, touch this, touch that, waggle, casual gaming, touch generation. And people didn't like it. Like, this is not what video games are all about. And again, who knows? Now, as a member of the management with Super Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto, I have a lot of respect for him. On the other hand, with this new job that can't be it. Just wait. Okay, I have a lot of respect for him. Okay, that everybody, because again, without Miyamoto, there wouldn't be Nintendo, basically. On the other hand, with this new job, that can't just be it. So in other words, you can't just say whatever you say, Miyamoto, because you're thanks to you, Nintendo basically is what it is. The problem with Miyamoto, he's also old. He's 65, 66, I don't know how old he is. Remember, there was a controversy that at one point he wanted to retire, but that was a mistranslation, sort of. And in the stock went down. It's like, oh wait, you can't have that, because you can't have, if you don't have Miyamoto, Nintendo might not be, they can't, it's not going to be a big problem, but it's like, I hate to say this, I do apologize, without Steve Jobs working for Apple, you cannot see what's going on. Maybe, might not happen. I'm just saying, Miyamoto, when you think about Nintendo, you think about Miyamoto. That's it. When you think about Miyamoto, it's Nintendo. So I expect to say what needed to be said to run the company. So he also understands, hey, it's a business, it's a market. What's the rule? You gotta make money. You gotta make money. That's what it is. So he's kind of understanding the situation. So that's why, in my opinion, he will do a good job. Did Kirishima do a good job? Definitely. Did Iwata did a good job? In the end, he redeemed himself. I'm just gonna say that. He redeemed himself in the end when he fixed the amiibo problem and he embraced the mobile gaming. I think that's when he said, okay, we need to fix it. So in the end, he did his job. I gave him a second chance. He did a good job. Unfortunately, of course, you know what happened. But again, and of course, remember, the Switch is Iwata's legacy. It was the perfect machine that people wanted. A console experience on the go. So just wait and see. It's not going to start until the end of June. From there, we'll just have to wait and see what's happening there. Alright, so I know this is kind of long. Bear with it. So I'm going to try to do this fast for the financial report there. So let's see. First of all, what I think about the financial, like I said, they didn't really say anything new. However, they kind of like alright, hold on. Okay, sorry. Basically, I was doing something else. Like I said, the situation with Nintendo right now is pretty good. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm doing something else a bit there. But yeah, so like I said, no big news except for the new president is going to be Furukawa. He'll be taking over by the end of June. So again, with that, let's just skim this because there's really not much like sort of really interesting to go in depth with. So first is Labo. Okay, people love the Labo. Now it came out last week. So it came out last week, and basically a lot of people buy it. I mean, is it hard to find? Well, not in my local area. A lot of people, but I see a lot of the Labo, whether it's the robot kit or the other kit, the variety kit. But again, I'm not be the one that's gonna buy a Labo because I'm too old. And I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna take my time building cardboard. I did that with Legos, and that took a long time. I got work, so you can understand what I'm saying. It's good with the kids. So again, they're just saying Labo. It's popular. It's very popular in Japan. That kind of beat God of War 4 or God of War for the PS4. But again, that's an American game in Japan, and they don't really see them as good. Spawnway basically explained that. So anyway, Labo, interesting. I'm not gonna unless there's a clearance, like really clearance. I'll probably end up not getting it. So, alright, moving from that one is the titles that release in the start of the year of 2018, which are Kirby and Bayonetta 2. That's worldwide also. So Kirby definitely really sold. It basically sold well within 2 weeks. So kudos. Am I gonna get it? Maybe in the long run. Right. And then Bayonetta 2. Yes, it's a remaster game. Oh, sucks. Thumbs down. Remember, a lot of people don't like it because they kind of felt like, oh well, why did I buy it for the Wii U but not on the Switch? Again, it's for people who never had a chance to play it because they did not want to buy a Wii U because the Wii U sucked. So, if you look at this chart again right here, believe it or not, then look at it. So let me just I'm gonna, you know what? Why did I not do this? Okay, this is gonna work. Okay. Well, there you go. Let's move down. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I'm an idiot. Anyway, back to my story. Yeah, if you notice, the Switch version of Bayonetta 2 sold more than the Wii U. Again, yeah, a lot of people have doubled it because once again, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. You can play Bayonetta 2 while taking a shit. You can't do that with the Wii U because the minute the gamepad is fired to the console, it loses connection. Not with the Switch because the tablet is the console. So again, yeah, I mean, granted, a lot of the problem, the card, no one likes it, but again, that's a different story. I'll give my thoughts about it in the long run. Alright, of course, the digital business for the Switch, and surprisingly, apparently, it is much better than before. Definitely before. And if you notice, in 2016, the digital sales are basically 2016. Of course, it's Wii U and 3DS. It's high, but if you notice in 2017, why is it a bit low suddenly for all quarters there? Well, first of all, in 2017, the Wii U's dead, and Switch was barely starting, so there's not really a lot of download. And then, of course, not a lot of people on the 3DS really like downloading stuff to some extent. They're probably just buying physical copy if they could. But starting in 2018 is when everything changed. Not only for the Switch. I get this for the Switch. I do apologize. It is for the Switch here, but like I said, in 2016 it was Wii U. I think it's Wii U versus the Switch. But the Switch, boom. Why? People are investing. They're investing on micro SD card. I did one. I got 128. You can buy now sometimes in Amazon $60 for 201, and that's the highest one is 200. And a lot of the Switch games are not really that big, so they're like 3 or 4 gigs. There are some games that's really big, but again, not like 50 gig type. But again, it's good enough. That's the reason why the digital it's like high. Excuse me. All right, so Switch after a year basically sold well because, believe it or not, excuse me, I don't know why it's not in this one, but I've seen a lot of people using visual on YouTube. I don't know where they found it. Anyway, but I know where. It's probably somewhere else. But anyway, I can just find it on Google. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that the Switch within a year sold more than 17 point something sold versus the Wii U's live sale, which is from 2012 to 2016, I have to say. Not really 2017, because that's when they stopped supporting the Wii U, and its lifetime sales It's only 16 million. Yeah, see, when your new console basically surpassed within a year versus your previous console that its lifetime sale is really low, then you're doing something right, definitely. And again, why is it doing something really right? Why is it basically selling? Why people always think, oh, I like my third-party games on the Switch, rather than the PS4 or Xbox or Steam. Why Switch? Because if you're looking at this picture here, you can play it on the go. That's the biggest thing. That's the smartest marketing ever. To play console-related games on a go. It's a good thing. When I think about it, awesome. Right there. So, from there, the next one you're talking about, they're saying the Nintendo Switch business made a solid start and the stage is set for future expansion. So basically, what new surprise are they going to do? We'll just have to wait and see. They already have one, Labo. You put the Joy-Con, you put the console on the cardboard, and then it does something different, playing it a different way. That's what they want to do with the Switch. You couldn't really do much with the Wii U, and that's the thing. So again, because the market, the objective made sense. What was the Wii U's objective, and why did it take long? Well, first was the second screen experience. To play games with two screens. Not really that cool. So you want to play a game and then you want to look at seconds. Oh, it's good, but that's like driving and looking at your cell phone. You're not gonna be able to do it. So that was sort of the problem. So the 3DS sort of gonna get away with it, but again, most of the time I just looking at the top screen and that's it, or the bottom screen, but I'm not looking both. See, that's the thing. But again, they have enough new future expansion. Who knows what it is? It'll be interesting. And then the second year is crucial in dedicated video game platform business, and it is starting, so they're gonna have to do more, better games, more features. But what else do they need to do? More Nintendo games. They need to avoid the Wii U game drought. That is one of the major reasons why the Wii U suffered on sale. There was a point that they couldn't even provide monthly or every 2 months a Nintendo game. They couldn't. And when you don't have that, why would third-party companies support it? So you kind of just bought like a $300 paperweight. That's the problem. So again, are there going to be new games in the future? Yeah, in my opinion, yeah. Smash Brothers is one, and in 2019, maybe Metroid, Bayonetta 3, the new Pokemon, Fire Emblem, who knows? Alright, this is something interesting. Important points to the future business. Keeping consumer engaged and continue to play. There you go. Giving reason why to play Switch. They're doing it so far, especially for the new game generation gamer, but they need to do more in my opinion. Encouraging purchase by a broader range of consumer. Again, that sounds familiar, the Blue Ocean, but they're not doing Blue Ocean strategy, hopefully, but they're trying to say, for people who's not into gaming, why Switch? Why should we buy a Switch? And that's what they're trying to say here. So again, you just have to wait and see. So of course, biggest one that's going to be showcased on E3 2018, it's been announced by Nintendo, is Super Smash Bros. That's their main focus this time. So remember, in 2016 was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U, and of course in 2017 the Switch presentation, they made a shocking announcement. Oh, it's also on the Switch. Then got to E3 2017 was Super Smash. Wait, not Super, sorry, Super Mario Odyssey. That's what I'm trying to say. Not Super Smash, but I'm looking at the logo. That's why. Super Mario Odyssey was their big showcase. So of course, what's their big showcase for 2018? Super Smash Bros. They said it's a temporary title. More going to be announced, like the information on E3. So especially can't wait for that one. And then of course, other game that's going to come out after E3 is Mario Tennis Ace. Looks better than the Wii U version because the Wii U didn't have a lot of content. You can play tennis, but there was no robust RPG storyline. They're fixing that with Mario Tennis 8. Am I gonna get it? I'll think about it. Comes out worldwide June 22nd. And again, you can play it anywhere. That's always the best thing. And then they basically talk more about it. You can play it control. You can use Joy-Con for, Mario, Wii Tennis. Remember that? And then there's a robust story mode. That's what it was lacking in the other one. And then playing Splatoon. Encouraging longer play of a single title. Okay, so Splatoon 2. By now, of course, if you know, I did talk about Splatoon. Splatoon 2 is mostly a multiplayer game. Yes, there is a single player game. And the story mode, need to finish it. However, on July, they're going to have a $20 expansion that grants you to get to play as an Octolink. So again, what's the story? They're, I guess, creating new Octolink. You try to escape from this facility, and if you finish the game, you get to play as an Octolink. It's kind of like Saiyan and Namek, like I said that before. But again, they basically try to support Splatoon 2 by adding more expansion. A paid expansion, it's like more DLC, more story. That's what it is. So that's what they're trying to talk about. The Octo expansion, again, paid add-on for $20. I don't know how big it is, but for $20, that's cheap. Alright, so moving on from that one is getting the community fired up in game contests and other events. Okay, so this is so if you don't know what that means in American term or US term, esports. So competitive gameplay, competitive event. That's what it is. Ours is Splatoon 2. Have it. Kind of like Street Fighter 5, Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Oh heck, Sailor Moon is from the Super Famicom. Yes, that's a worthy tournament game. Okay, moving on. But the bottom line is, there you go. They're showing people getting competitive, playing, not just for fun and online, but competitive, like esports. Again, what do I think about esports? Whatever. If it makes money and gets more people, I'm all for it. I don't care. It's like watching WWE. It's a sports entertainment, but without the drama. Hopefully. All right. So then, of course, they basically reiterate the online for the Switch. There's paid online. It's going to be sealed September 2018, and next month on May, or this month May, depends when I put it up, is they're going to explain what it is. So $20 a year, that's what they said. We'll just have to wait if that's true or not. Still, it's cheaper than Plus or Xbox Gold, but again, how strong the internet, we'll just have to wait and see. And then, of course, the My Nintendo with gold coins to use to buy digital game with, sort of discount. Ugh. You know what I'm trying to say here. So basically using gold points to save some cash. It's a reward that saves you money. There you go. And it's actually successful. I kind of seen it. So, yeah, I mean, hey, why not? Alright, so, again, you register your Switch game, whether it's download or cart. You put in that reward thing, you get gold coins. So, there you go. I mean, too bad there should be an achievement for that, but unfortunately right now they got rid of that. They did have an achievement, My Nintendo achievement. If you spend a lot of money, you get like gold coins, but I guess there's a better way, but whatever. That'll be funny. Alright, so again, oh, by the way, the My Nintendo, so far pretty good, so can't blame with that one. Alright, so of course the next slide they're saying it, important point for the future business. Keep consumer engaged and continue playing. They already said that. Encouraging purchase by broader range of consumer. The gold coins, and My Nintendo. So, integrate it, sign up, link your account, you're good to go. Expanding circle of smiles through consumer playing experience. So basically, to have fun, play with your family, with your friends, or or play by yourself in the toilet. But the point I'm trying to say here is the best thing about the Switch base is that it's not just you just playing by yourself. You can play with friends, with family, online, and they're trying to push that, so that's pretty good. And of course, major titles: Odyssey, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8, and Zelda. And here's the thing about also, again, I don't have this, I saw this on the internet, but I don't know why it's not on this particular presentation. The sales of the remastered game, Wii U versus Switch. And the thing is, besides Bayonetta, Super Mario 8 Deluxe sold more than the Wii U version. And that game actually saved the Wii U, believe it or not. I have the Wii U version, and then I decided, because I was just excited that I needed some racing game at full price, because I didn't have any coupons or anything. I said, oh, whatever, bite the dust, I'll buy it. I got a free metal tin case. I bought Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Dang, I'm mixing my titles here. So yeah, like I said, you may not like remastering games, but it's cheaper than backwards compatibility. You know, unless you want your Switch to be $400. Just saying there. I know, but again, it is what it is. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there you go. Awesome. Fine, of course, other games such as One to Switch, ARMS, Best Part is new IP. Again, a lot of group joined together. I got friends who wanted to play One to Switch. The price wasn't right, but it's a good crowd gathering, if you know what I mean. Oh, here's a good one here. Continuous stream of title from publisher new to Nintendo platform. The Wii U, one of the problem is a lot of company, whether you're in Japan or in America or everywhere, they couldn't support the Wii U. Bethesda was the big one that they couldn't support the Wii U. And EA, now EA sort of, but yeah. So because of Switch, the idea, people liked it. Alright. And of course, other title, there you go. Awesome, you know, again, whether it's from Japan or America, there are more games worldwide on the Switch. And again, a lot of these are, I think, downloadable games. Again, you gotta give thanks to David Baker. Their version of third-party relationship for Nintendo. That's why there's a lot more eShop games than when the Wii U started. I can say that much. Okay. And of course, the big ones are Stardew Valley. I'm getting tired here. Rocket League, Overcooked, 3 game, very popular. That's also on the Switch. And that's all, well, not in America, but I think worldwide from what I heard. Alright, moving down one. And then about, unfortunately, new games. Of course, the game news kind of give you an idea. I don't really pay attention that much, but it kind of helps what it is. That's the whole point. It kind of helps that, you know, if you have it there for the general consumer who doesn't know about games, they can look it up. Alright, so moving from that one, and sorry, I was watching E-League and then they started watching that reality TV. Yeah, I'm not FGC, but that thing's crap. Moving on. Labo, definitely is popular. Is it hard to find? Oh heck no, I went everywhere and I see Labo, but again, you know, if I want to play with cardboard, maybe I play Gundam Breaker, robotic classic Gundam models, but that's just me. Alright, so there you go, the Switch, good start, and I can feel it have a good second year. Okay, so that's a little bit long, but like I said, every time this yearly fiscal year I do, it is always going to be long because it's the biggest one that shaped Nintendo for the entire year. Alright, I'm going to go fast with the 3DS because there's really nothing much to do. First of all, 3DS as of right now sells 72 million units abroad, worldwide, no duh. So it started bad, but it went good. A lot of good 3DS titles. So again, it's an alternative to the Switch for some people. Sure, Switch is $300. The new 2DS or 3DS is $150. Depends which one you buy. and also games have two versions, either download or package. That's what they're saying. That's what in the 3DS has an app called Save, which from cartridge to download, but you can't go all the way around. It is what it is. Continue business backed by scale and market uptake in Amplified software lineup. So again, right there is it's good. And then of course, this is something that's kind of, well, it may be worth some, maybe not. In addition to the title currently on sale, we have announced the upcoming release of the title show here. We are even preparing new software for release in 2019 and beyond. 2019 beyond. So I was guessing that 2019 was going to be the end of the 3DS. They're saying they're going to try going beyond that. So what, 2020? I don't know, man. That's crazy. Because right now the Vita's dead. They're only competing with the mobile to some extent, but remember, Nintendo's also doing mobile. Our plan is to continue maintaining this business by taking advantage of the new title like these. So in April, Dale's new game. In June, I guess that's when Sushi Striker. July, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, again based on the Wii U with Super Mario Odyssey stages. August, I pre-ordered it, WarioWare Gold, which is all the games from the past into one game. And then I guess the latter half of 2018 is Luigi's Mansion, and then 2019 is Bowser's Inside Story. So they already got planned. So what's after Bowser's Inside Story? Who knows? We just have to wait and see. Then now they're moving on to the smart devices. So basically, Animal Crossing. Apparently, females play this more than males. Okay, well, I play the game. It's fun. It's a good when I'm at work. I go play Pocket Camp. Pocket Fight is a different game. And then I'm moving down because it's popular. Super Mario Run, paid game, worth $5. Not so much with $9 or $10. And when the game 50% off, a lot of people I know bought it. Just saying there. So Super Mario Run, good. Again, the quick Mario game. Boom, boom, boom. It's not that bad. It's kind of fun. Again, quick game. You need something quick. I need a Nintendo Mario game. I don't have time to use my finger. I just need one thumb. Super Mario Run. There. That's going to be done. There you go. And then Fire Emblem Heroes. It's so awesome that they're still supporting the game. To some extent, that the story still continues in Fire Emblem Heroes, believe it or not. So they're adding more characters, more stuff, and stories, and apparently it's going higher and higher. And if you notice, there is one game that is not there, and that they didn't mention Mitomo because in May 9th they're gonna shut it down. Okay, so the whole point of Mitomo really, it's not really so much of a game. I mean, there's a Pachinko type game. It was more like Tomodachi. It's more of a communication aspect. It's like Nintendo's version of, I guess, Twitter. I was trying to find something, but I lost it. But yeah, but integrating with the me, so it's not that bad. But kind of see why it's going down. So again, if you're a fan of Mitomo, I can understand. But hey, you know, it is what it is. But the bottom line here, this is what they're saying: maintain service for existing title and release new title to increase our presence. Boom, right there. Like I said, the reason why mobile game to give you some more exposure for people who are not into gaming. Iwata kind of understand finally. I know he was hesitant in the beginning because he's saying, oh, video games are only meant for dedicated console. Well, proof that wasn't the case. Yet Pacific responds to expanding the number of people who have to Nintendo IP. So again, oh, I'm playing Super Mario Run, therefore I will play Super Mario Odyssey. Again, it's a promo. And then make an even larger contribution to profitability in the future. It makes money. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people are angry. Oh, I can't believe Nintendo's finally going mobile. That's what I'm saying. But again, like a lot of people said, Sam Claiborne, I was watching one of the IGN podcasts when that was announced. At least they're finding ways to make money. That's the most important thing. You gotta find ways to make money. Amiibo, yes, I know I'm sick in the head. Mobile gaming, something else. Stick it to just say console without a good marketing, not so good. Look what happened. Just saying there. And then of course he announced this summer. Well, this is sort of a new game, but it's not developed. It's going to be published by Nintendo outside, I think. Or I'm trying to understand this. No, I think this one's actually going to be published by Nintendo, but they're not the developer here. I kind of make sure here, but apparently they're partnering to another mobile company beside Dina, and it's Side Games. But apparently, who are the Side Games? Apparently, they're one of the top best mobile developers beside Dina, and the first game they're gonna basically release with the partnership is Dragalia Lost. Again, developed by Side Games, but I think Nintendo's gonna publish this, so will it have my Nintendo achievements gonna be in it? Who knows? But apparently the game's gonna come out first in Asia territory, and then it's gonna be released worldwide. So I'm just guessing they're trying to test the water first to see how well this game from Side Games gonna do well in Asia territories, and then they're gonna whether it's good or bad, they'll still have to release it worldwide, and maybe that was the plan. Yeah. So technically, like I said about, it is good that Nintendo is starting to embrace the mobile market. So like I said before, I'm gonna say it again, that Nintendo did the right move to do it, because the hope of the mobile game is to gain more exposure. So people who are basically not into gaming, trying to understand what Nintendo is, they're getting exposed. Reiterate that Super Mario Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and then Dragalia Lost, and then of course Mario Kart Tour, so far going to be games that are going to be released under Nintendo. So Dragalia Lost is going to be released this summer, and then Mario Kart Tour is going to be released this fiscal year ending at March 2019. So just have to wait and see what happens, but in the meantime, it's all about your space. But like I said, if you're into Nintendo mobile game, there you go. So basically, and in conclusion, in the presentation, Kinishima basically said, and I'm just gonna read this, that during the fiscal year ending in March 2019, we plan to drive result by positioning Nintendo Switch, which is expanding its install base, which is good. More people, again, the market of you can play console experience game on the go at the core of our business, as well as through the continuation of the Nintendo 3DS business. Again, surprisingly, they're gonna try to support the 3DS even beyond 2019. My guess is, for people who can't afford the Switch, an alternative for portable gaming, because it's still not dead, can understand. But like I said, eventually you have to close the book on the 3DS. And then of course, and I agree here, expanding the scale of our smart devices business. Again, sort of a three-pillar there. Like I said, I'm planning to do the three-pillar history, but I think so far this three-pillar is working. You got your console that can also be a portable. You got your dedicated portable system, and then now you got your mobile system for the casual. We will also move forward with our goal of expanding the number of people who have access to Nintendo IP, basically outsourcing them, push cut to shove. And then, of course, we mentioned finally the video game trade show E3 will be held in Los Angeles this June. Again, this year, Nintendo will not be hosting a large-scale press conference for institutional investors, analysts, and the media. Instead, we plan to continue our practice from the past few years to utilizing a video presentation to introduce the games that are planned to release during this year. So, yeah, you know what? At this point on, people should already expect it. The age of live presentations is probably going to be diminishing to some extent. I still think they're vital. That will be a different story, but in the case of Nintendo, I think they're not doing it anymore. Because again, E3 2012 was the last pinnacle they did that, and it was a failure. Like I said, I did mention it before. It was a failure. Their biggest game was Nintendo Land. People didn't really get it. There was even rumor that there was a third-party company that was supposed to meet with them to showcase their game, and then last minute they bailed out. So I can understand. I mean, they did one about the Switch presentation last year, January, but kind of bummed me out. But I think at this point on, everybody should just expect it. Hey, you know what? Nintendo's not gonna do it, so don't bother them going back. I mean, look at Sony's presentation with the E3 2017 montage of trailers, and that was it. I'm like, what the poop is that? And then they went reverse to some extent with the PlayStation experience. It was also boring because they're not really showing anything new. They were just discussing new information about the game. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be different this year. We'll just have to wait and see. So of course, the Nintendo Booth in E3 will be offering attendees the chance to try some of our own titles, including Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, which is their main showcase for this one. I already mentioned that before. Plus other games, plus the Nintendo Switch title from other publisher. And another venue in Los Angeles, we will host the Splatoon 2 World Championship, again to promote Octo expansion. Again, more people knowing, whether by media or by esports. Hey, whatever, it attracts people, it works, that's money. And which team that won the region qualifier will compete. We also will be hosting an invitation tournament for the new Smash Bros. Title coming for the Switch. Alright, so that's basically their presentation. Again, no surprise, no presentation, but they're doing good. So what does it really mean for my review for them? Well, since this is gonna be their MO now, forever, I guess, so I might have to do a little bit of changes. So, I said, like, who won E3? Because I used to always do like, who won E3? Sort of a tradition. Whoever wants E3 basically, excuse me, means they have sort of the advantage coming on the coming months, years on the video game. 2017, I think it was Nintendo who won because of the games from the 3DS, of course the Switch, Super Mario Odyssey, Metroid Samus Return, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, bunch of indie games. We'll see if Nintendo's gonna do it again. So, and of course, Sony's montage trailer really didn't do squat. It was boring. So what's gonna happen, I think, is that I hate to do it. It's gonna be now. I have to call it, even if they call the big three. The reviews gonna be way different. It's gonna be, well, again, it's gonna be really hard because since they're not doing presentation while the other two are still doing presentation, the reviews I know is gonna be way different now. But I'm probably gonna talk about it on a different vlog about it. Maybe what's my plan for E3 week. But I can tell you now that it's gonna be way different than when I used to do it last year. But anyway, again, like I said, their fiscal year, they're doing good. Awesome. So another thing I want to basically talk about here is the sales of the console. I did talk about it before. I'm going to talk a bit right now. So as of right now, in this end of the fiscal year, Nintendo Switch lifetime sale is 17.79 million units. Keep in mind, that's their recent one, so that can grow. So that's only within a year and 2 months. Same goes with the 3DS. As of right now, 72.53 million units. That could go more in the long run. So again, compare from the Switch to the Wii U. What are the sales, lifetime sales of the Wii U? Well, remember, the minute the Switch came out, guess what? The Wii U, they were done. They, with a snap of the finger, like Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, they were gone. You could not buy a Wii U. There was no discount. There's no putting on the clearance. From what I heard to retailer, they were being told by Nintendo, hey, if we got a Wii U's, give it back to Nintendo. I guess they're gonna use it for something else, like the parts, maybe for the Switch, and that's it. So with that, the lifetime sale of the Wii U is 13.56 million units. The lowest sale console ever in Nintendo's history. Like I said, there will be a vlog about that. Why did the Wii U fail? Prior to that was the GameCube by 21 21 point, let me see, well, 21 units, let's just say that. And now it's the Wii U there. So I kind of show you that the Switch is doing better. And I did mention about the remaster game. Guess what? The charts show Bayonetta sold better on the Switch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold better on the Switch. Pokemon DX, Pokken Tournament DX sold better on the Switch. I wouldn't be surprised with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze featuring Funky Kong gonna sell better. Hyrule Warrior is gonna sell better. So I may not like the idea of remastered, but push come to shove, it's working. People are double dipping. Heck, I double dip with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because I just love the game. Yeah, so anyway, that's my thoughts of the fiscal year of Nintendo. They're doing good. I remember the fiscal year for 2014 was very bad. They lost $500,000 or $1 billion. This time, they're making money. They did something new. They did something right. The market was right. The people they hired was right. The direction going was right. The idea of the Nintendo Switch was just right. To play console experience on the go is always what people's dream. That's always one of my dreams. And they did it. So there you go. So my thoughts on Nintendo fiscal year of 2017. So with that, thanks for listening.